Candid Sports.
Welcome to the Candid Sports 2018 New England Patriots Year in Review. In the Candid Sports 2018 NFL Preview podcast, we called for the Pats to win the AFC East. Who the win it? Win the AFC title game and lose to the Rams in the Super Bowl. And Tom Brady and the Patriots had to prove us wrong. Guess that was crazy to think that Jared Goff and the Rams offense could do what Eli Manning did twice and Nick Foles did last year, beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl. The Patriots enter 2018 with the same questions they have faced since Tom Brady turned 38. How much longer can he play at a high level? Can the Pats continue to win with a makeshift receiving corps? Yes, apparently they can. The Pats also continued the trend of marketing themselves as the underdog going into the year. 14-2 in 2016, and the incredible comeback in the Super Bowl versus the Falcons, not buying the underdog status there. 13-3 in 2017, losing in the Super Bowl to the real underdogs, the Philadelphia Eagles, led by their backup quarterback. But in 2018, the Pats actually succeeded in becoming the underdog, going 11-5, with all 5 losses coming to teams that didn't make the playoffs. But on the other hand, they were 4-0 against teams that went to the playoffs. The Patriots had their typical September, much like the first month of a relationship, where they're still trying to figure things out and learning about themselves, and as long as it doesn't go too poorly, has little impact on the end result. They started out the year beating the playoff-bound Texans, before losing to the Jags in Week 2, which didn't seem like a bad loss on the road in Jacksonville. Turned out they sucked in 2018, followed by a really bad loss on Sunday Night Football to the Lions, which fooled us all into thinking the Week 4 matchup with the Dolphins was a potential passing of the torch moment. It was, in the sense that the head coaching torch of the Dolphins would be taken from Adam Gase, as in he was fired, and given to Patriots linebacker coach Brian Flores. The Pats won the game easily. The team followed that up with a 38-24 win over the Colts in AP Comeback Player of the Year Andrew Luck, where Luck couldn't bring his team back from a 24-17 fourth quarter deficit, followed by the epic Sunday night shootout with NFL MVP Patrick Mahomes, defeating the Chiefs 43-40, and then for good measure, defeating the Chicago Bears and AP Coach of the Year Matt Nagy 38-31. Probably a good thing the Patriots were not at the NFL honors ceremony. The season also included a marquee quarterback matchup, on paper anyway, with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers, and sweeping the 2 rookies in the division, kind of. Sam Darnold and Josh Allen each only played in 1 of the 2 games. Probably a good call. And then there was this. The Pats finished the year 11-5, good enough for the number 2 seed in the AFC. Once in the playoffs, the Pats continued to beat playoff teams, first in a marquee matchup, on paper anyway, with Philip Rivers and the Chargers, winning fairly easily, followed by the epic AFC title game, Mahomes-Brady Round 2, with the Pats winning in overtime, in a game that any 15-second stretch of was more exciting than the Super Bowl. Then the total destruction of the Rams offense in the Super Bowl, in a game that was pretty boring to watch if you were not a Pats fan. In a win that was apparently so emotionally overwhelming that team owner Robert Kraft and Tom Brady kissed on the lips. I guess it was emotional. In a Super Bowl that, if you were not a Patriots fan, was about as entertaining to watch as someone doing a crossword puzzle. And that's pretty much what Sean McVay looked like going up against Bill Belichick, someone doing a crossword puzzle, and a language they don't know at all. The Pats moving forward. They have Tom Brady. The rest will sort itself out. So thank you for watching the Candid Sports 2018 New England Patriots Year in Review. Make sure to subscribe and be on the lookout for all 32 NFL teams' Year in Review videos. Join our Facebook group at Candid Sports. And once again, thank you for watching.